Hey, what's up, guys? I did two dioramas, and I just want to show them. They're not finished yet because I have to install the lights because it's taking a long time to get the lights in the mail. I think they're actually coming in today, so I gotta check my mailbox. But I just wanted to share what I did, and yeah, just a short video on this. So I did two dios, and here's the first one right here. And I put a lot of detail on these. I'm pretty happy with the way the paint came out. As you can see, I did rust on the pipes and weathering, and for the first time I did this white effect on the bricks, and I also did a black wash weathering with the airbrush on the signs and on the pipes as well. So it came out different. You can see that's the chip effect. That's the chipping effect, and that is done with chipping fluid. And it's a great way of weathering stuff. It's I think it's the best way to go. It's really happy with that. I also did the pipe things different. I used Magic Sculpt to do these little things, and it was much more easier to do that way instead of cutting out the foam like I used to do in the back in the day. I mean, before I did this one, I always just cut foam strips and just like glue them. But this way it looks better, and it's easier to paint, and it's much faster to do. So if you guys ever want to do piping like this, I recommend you just take like some kind of hardening clay and put little strips on the. These are straws, actually. If you guys don't know, these are actual straws that I got from McDonald's. So I mean, look what you can do with just like free stuff, And in case you guys don't know, this is foam, insulation foam that looks like this when you buy it. All right, so the second deal, well, let me just show the rest of it right here. Look at the ground. Right there, did a lot of detail. It's also magnetized, like I always do it. So there's a magnet here and here. Did a nice X-Men poster here and some radiation signs that I really like doing. And these things are removable now, so when I store it or ship it, it's much easier to get a box, because this makes the box even bigger, and it's hard sometimes to find a box to ship it because these things are, when I usually glue them, so this method now is better. It's just removing them and putting them back in. So I had some extra foam left over, and I did this dio, which I really like too, because I wanted to make it look like a like one of those hanger types of dios. So I put a orange strip here and all the way on the across, and then I used the same thing I used on the chipping fluid on the pipes, and I did it on the wall, and as you can see, it came out really nice. Also did a stencil right here, and this stencil I just put the number 54. I don't know, for whatever reason, I just thought it was a cool number to put, so I just put 54. And everything else is just carved out with what do you call it, a blade, or one of those X-Acto knives, and you can do some really nice chipping. This Nimrod, I'm still hoping for a Nimrod Build-A-Figure. Then I also stenciled this, Muties, because I kind of always think about the X-Men comic book that I read, Days of Future Past. So I always like doing something like from that kind of I don't know, universe or comic book, whatever. So, and oh yeah, and this one came out really nice, this little piece right here. So this Dio has 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces that I did for it. Did a little strip here too. And did some airbrushing right there. And some, I don't know what you call this, but I like putting like these little pebbles, make it look like dirt and stuff. Oh, I did some actual bricks. So each Dio has 4 bricks. So this one came out nice. This one right here with Omega Red. So this one is cool because it's reversible. You can use the other side. Put another stencil here. There. Storm fell. So it's pretty cool because it's like double-sided, right? So double-sided Dios are much more work, but it looks really nice, I think. And yeah, so all these are double-sided, including this one right here, double-sided and weathered with oils at the end, all streaking. Put some buff to make it look like dust here. I don't know if you can tell by the lighting. And yeah, a lot of work. So just a little video on what I did. I love the way the pipes came out. It's just really nice chipping. So an update on this. I've been trying to get the materials for making a mold. Someone's gonna help me make a mold so I can make copies of this. I think this looks great with a Dio. So once I get the materials, I'll make a mold. But there was also another problem, which is, what is it? The problem was that to make this if I'm gonna make copies, look, I want people to be able to put LEDs here, so you have to make it hollow, right? So the thing is that if you're gonna make this hollow, the Dremel can't get inside there because it's too narrow, too deep. It goes all the way up to the head. So I've been wanting to get this for a long time, for a very long time, maybe 2 years. And it's one of these things. I just been installing it off. This thing is from Dremel. You attach it to the Dremel, and you can use it as a pen and attach different heads to it, any head you want. So this thing with this one, this particular one, it'll fit inside here. So I can smooth it out, and then when it's smooth inside, then you can make a mold. Because what happens is if you make a mold and there's all these bumps in there and crevices and sharp stuff, there's even like aluminum foil in there, because you're supposed to put aluminum foil when you sculpt in the center. So if you make a mold like this, when you try to pull this out of the mold, it'll get stuck and then the mold will probably rip. So I gotta smooth that out, and so that's why I got this thing that I'm installing to get for a long time, and it works pretty well. It's a pretty awesome tool. But if you guys want to get one of these, I suggest you get the newer ones, because these are like the old model. This is an old model. There's some really new ones that are really awesome, and I wanted to get those, but I was like, nah, I'll just get this one and try to hollow this out, and then later on I'll probably get the other new model if I'm able to. But this I gotta clean my airbrush here. So this hopefully by the end of the month maybe I'll have a way of making a mold and then making copies, and then you guys can probably get one from me and put it in your deals. Maybe it's this way that, oh yeah, that's the one. So it should look really, really nice. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna make like two. When I make the copies, I'm gonna sell unpainted, right, like this gray, and then I'm gonna sell one painted and see which ones are better for selling. But if you guys want just an unpainted one and you want to paint it yourself, then you can just ask me, and you know, I'll just sell you the mold itself. So that's what I have planned for that by the end of the month, and yeah, that's it. So just an update on what I've been doing. I'm really happy with this deal. Really nice. With these two deals, I mean. There's the Hulk. Great figure. And I think that's it, right? Yeah. All right, guys. So, what else? Oh yeah, I might put these deals for sale once I get the lights. I might put them for sale on eBay. So if you guys want to get one, just let me know. But I will be putting them on eBay, and I just gotta put the lights. When you put the lights on these things, they look even nicer because, you know, the lights give this mood to the deal, and definitely gonna it's gonna even look nicer. But I think once I get a mold out of this thing and I can make copies, that kind of thing, if it's painted, it looks really nice with any kind of deal you have for your figure. So pretty happy with that sculpture I did. I was thinking of making another one, but with the mouth open, like screaming, because sometimes they draw the sentinels with their mouth open and you can see like inside. I was just thinking maybe I should do that, because once I can make a copy of this, I can just Dremel out the face and put in a new sculpted face, like with the mouth open, and then make a mold out of that, right? So then there'll be two options, like option A and option B, right? So I was thinking that. And plus, there's gonna be the option of putting LED lights, and it's gonna have a what do you call it? A cover here that I made. So it's gonna look pretty dope. It's gonna look pretty cool. All right, guys. Peace and keep collecting.